Draft in Green Bay will be full of Wisconsin flavor, but few elements will be as visible as the work of a local artist. His pieces are the last thing the players will see before they walk out on that big stage. As Fox 6's Carl Deffenbaugh explains, his art is a perfect metaphor for life, whether you're a #1 pick or not.
At a time when most people are fast asleep,
This is how loud it is all night.
Ike Winter is living a dream.
Some Shania, some Sheryl Crow. It'll get you feeling right.
Working till the sun comes up isn't most people's idea of, well, fun. But for Ike, this is all he wants to do. With millennial nostalgia on full blast,
I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone.
So you can't listen to this at 4 in the morning and not be stoked on life.
Ike is in his element, riding the wave after the wildest year of his life.
If you would have asked me 5 years ago, what's top 3 craziest things you could dream up as an artist, NFL would probably be up there.
If the NFL draft is all about projecting what a player could be, the same goes for Ike's art.
Kansas City Chiefs was the back of this cabinet.
These giant logos are all diamonds from the rough.
I'm able to take wood that was thrown away and turn it into art.
It's a perfect metaphor for the man himself. If you're not familiar with the social media sensation, just know this: going against the grain is kind of his thing. Ike is a professional artist who can't draw.
It's not a long shot to say I was the worst kid in art class, for sure.
A craftsman who can't tell maple from birch.
I'm a woodworker that doesn't know a single type of wood. There you go.
But like the best NFL scouts, he has an eye for potential.
I honestly kind of relate it to people, like in a weird way. Like somebody deemed this furniture as garbage, so they threw it out.
What started as a hobby for Ike back in 2016 truly blew up almost 1 year ago to the day.
The one crayon comes out.
With a box of Crayola crayons.
And it was this agency and this celebrity and this brand. And I was like, these are all cool convos, but I don't know what's going on anymore.
In the year since that viral video, Ike made national news. He did pieces for the Brewers and Bucks.
Like, I can tell you this purple was from a house in Wauwatosa on 68th Street.
Even a Stanley Cup.
I am beyond honored.
That left only the biggest of the big 4 sports.
They cold emailed me. It was December 28th, so right at the end of this year.
The creative team from the NFL pitched Ike an idea for the draft in Green Bay.
The wood tone theme is the theme of all the graphics for the draft. So then they found me as a wood artist from Wisconsin.
And they didn't even know his family ties to the league.
Aside from the Packers, the Bills are my second favorite team. My grandpa was drafted to them in 1944.
Dr. Raymond Cuffle played for the Bills and other teams long before the NFL merger. He then opened a dental practice in Butler, right up the road from Ike's studio.
This is the closest I've ever felt to my grandpa, or something that, you know, we've ever been a part of, him and I, even though we never got to meet.
Ike spent more than 500 hours turning more than 50 pieces of old furniture into his masterpiece. 32 perfectly layered logos for the player walkway, the last thing they see before their lives change forever.
We're taking junk and turning it into art that is going to live on the biggest stage in the world. And if you can create that metaphor in your head of that relating to your own life, like, it's a cool opportunity.
It's a point he's not afraid to hammer home, because just like his art, Ike is in a way reborn.
This whole art journey and everything I'm like accomplishing or doing with this art thing is literally just a second chance at life.
The first chance almost ended 3 years ago, August 2022. Ike was diagnosed with long COVID, which manifested in his case in a series of mental health challenges and severe depression.
I would go running for a half an hour a day, and that was the only time that my brain was semi-occupied, and I was okay with life. And then the other, 15 hours you're awake was just hell.
He turned the lights off at the studio one day for what he thought was the last time.
It was real, I can tell you that. I understand when people say, like, hey, I'm depressed or I'm struggling. Like, it's not just they're having a bad day. Like, They're struggling.
Ike finally got help at a treatment facility in Florida. And to his credit, amid all the success that has come since, you don't have to scroll far on his feed to see that side of his story. It's there for anyone who needs it.
If I could put the message out there that I opened up and went and got help, and now I'm putting it out to millions of people that have seen the videos now, like, I'm sure it's helped one person speak up.
And that message will be out there again this weekend. It's ingrained in every one of those logos.
I get to make art for the NFL and be on the biggest stage ever. And when that happens, I'll remind people that 2 years ago I was in a bad place. And like, it can show you how much can change if you just put in the work to yourself and seek help.
At the NFL Draft, art imitates life, and we're all a work in progress. With photojournalist Tanner Hemker, Carl Deffenbaugh, Fox 6 News.
What a story. If you're curious, the logos themselves ran the gamut from the easy, the Jets of the New York Jets, to the incredibly difficult, like the texture of the Jacksonville Jaguars spots. And the Cleveland Browns turned out to be the hardest one. The outline and face mask on the helmet. It's actually one connected piece, and it took Ike 4.5 hours straight, the longest he's ever spent cutting a single piece of wood. He is so talented.
Started as a hobby.
It's just amazing that he can create these things.